Welcome to our weekly roundup of key business developments in Sri Lanka. I'm Nishani Pigera. Let's first take a look at the main stories for this week. IMF set to review Sri Lanka's progress. FDIs exceed $1 billion. And electricity bill unconstitutional, says Supreme Court. In our main story this week, with the IMF's second review due next week, Sri Lanka is yet to finalize a debt deal with its private creditors. The IMF is also still in the process of analyzing the compliance of macro-linked bonds proposed by the bondholder group following the failure to reach a deal during the second round of talks. A debt deal is critical for Sri Lanka to receive the third tranche of $337 million from the IMF. Last week, Minister Semisinghe said that the debt restructuring talks are going well and steps are being taken to convert the principal agreement with bilateral partners into a memorandum of understanding. Sri Lanka's foreign direct investments showcased strength, exceeding the $1 billion investment target for 2024 within the first quarter of the year. This was made possible due to the $800 million Adani solar project and the $320 million in other investments. Last month, Dilum Amanugama, Minister of Investment Promotion, iterated that Sri Lanka can reach the investment target to $3 billion from investments such as the $2.8 billion Hambantota oil refinery project. The BOI has initiated efforts to promote investments abroad in countries like Britain, Canada, France, Italy and Germany. The Supreme Court of Sri Lanka ruled that the proposed electricity bill conflicts with the constitution, requiring a parliamentary majority, although several identified amendments can be rectified, allowing the bill to be passed with a simple majority. It was noted that the bill fails to meet Article 12 of the Constitution, which ensures equality before law. As per the court, the Treasury is to a minimum ownership of 50% at all times, ensuring that they do not function fully as private companies. According to Minister Kanchana Wijesekara, Minister of Power and Energy, most of the amendments were agreed during the Supreme Court hearing on the electricity sector reform bill 3 weeks ago. Starlink has formally sent an application to the government to commence operations in Sri Lanka. According to Kanaka Herath, State Minister of Technology, there is no fixed timeline and regulations are still being made. Starlink is expected to provide low-cost internet service to remote areas, and the approval of Starlink satellite service is expected to be expedited following discussions with the President. On Tuesday, United Petroleum Lanka Limited entered into a contract with the BOI of Sri Lanka to supply petroleum products in Sri Lanka with investment of $27.5 million. The company will be assigned 150 fuel stations with the right to build and operate an additional 50. The move is a part of the government's initiative to liberalize the country's retail petroleum sector. In our weekly tourism update, during the month of May, just over 112,000 tourists arrived in the country. In the year, over 896,000 tourists have arrived. Daily arrivals were 3,617 during the month, down from the 4,962 recorded in April. India was the primary source market, followed by the United Kingdom and Maldives. However, arrivals in May fell below the target of 120 to 130,000 arrivals. The all share price index at the Colombo Stock Exchange was volatile this week as uncertainty over elections in the country and verdict of the Expo Lankan transaction weighed down the market. Expo Lanka Holdings plc extended its exit offer till 10th of June due to a legal challenge brought forward by a group of 9 minority shareholders. The shareholders have challenged Expo Lanka's decision to delist from the CSE. The Securities Exchange Commission approved a separate board named the Catalyst Board for the listing of state-owned enterprises. According to Faisal Saleh, SEC chairman, the listing of SOEs offer many benefits in terms of better governance, transparency and investor interest. At the Treasury bill auction held on Wednesday, yields on 91 and 364-day maturities rose marginally after decreasing for 8 consecutive weeks. Bids amounting to 360 billion rupees were received, of which 235 billion were accepted. The Sri Lankan rupee continued to depreciate against the dollar this week, with the central bank's indicative mid-spot rate ranging around 301 to 302 rupees. And with that, we wind up for this week. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel at the link below for regular updates on economic and business developments in Sri Lanka. Until we see you again next week, thank you for watching. Stay safe.